Alright, so I haven't done one of these in a couple days. Just haven't had the time. Now, for those of you who are very observant, and that's not going to be a lot of you because this is the second one I've done, and the first one really doesn't have that many views yet. Hopefully that'll change. I am in a different truck. This is actually my original truck, which is a crap shack, so there you go. So, I saw a video the other day. This guy was talking about his movie collection. And he was like, oh, people ask me, how do you get a huge movie collection? And he went on about how his thing is quantity over quality. That kind of struck a chord with me, because quantity over quality is really, you need to like the movies in your collection. That's the one thing I say. I don't give a crap if everyone else hates it. As long as I like it, that's fine. Now, there are a couple movies that are questionable in my collection, and even I kind of wonder why they're there sometimes, but I remember that I've watched it, and I got some iota of enjoyment out of it. And that's what counts. Now, okay, I guess when he was talking about quantity over quality, he was talking about how, first off, DVD, buy DVD. Okay, I'm not going to knock you if you buy DVD, or if you buy Blu-ray, 4K, 3D, if you can find those still. I guess they're, well, I guess, yeah, no, they're not out yet, but I heard the TVs aren't in production, so. But anyways, he was going on about buying that, and I was like, okay. And then he was talking about how he just buys random crap. Like, people come in, they're like, oh wow, it's a huge collection. Then they dig through and they're like, it's a lot of chick flicks in there, a lot of bad movies. So, whatever the medium you're using, as far as I'm concerned, I do Blu-ray. That's my thing. I still, on occasion, get DVD if something's not out on Blu-ray for some reason, or it's like the Phantasm box set. I picked up the 5 DVD set because I like the movies, I want to watch them. The Phantasm set, from what I understand, is out of print on Blu-ray. I wasn't able to pick it up when it was in print because there was some personal emergencies going on around the time. So, but you need to have what I call quality, and quality is just you enjoying the movie you watch. If you bought it, like it. Ideally, on Blu-ray or 4K, but hey, that's me. Now, another thing somebody brought up to me was, why don't I go out and buy like Scream Factory or Shout Factory versions of things, or other boutique video lines? So there's a lot of movies I have that I've had for a while in some cases. The 2004 Day of the Dead and Land of the Dead are prime examples. Scream Factory's coming out with collector's editions this month, I believe. Yeah, this month, October. I've had Blu-ray copies that were very good copies for years now. As much as I like Scream Factory and Shout Factory and their stuff, I'm not going to go out and buy new ones. I didn't buy The Return of the Living Dead because I had a good copy Blu-ray already. I didn't buy The Thing. I did buy Army of Darkness. That's different. I like Army of Darkness. That's my thing. Now, okay, there's just some guy wandering around my truck. Whatever. Alright, now, if you don't have the movie, and there's like a Scream Factory or a Shout Factory version, go ahead, pick it up. If it's a Criterion, I don't buy a lot of Criterions because they're a little bit on the pricey side. It's like $45 or something like that. I think a cheap one's like 40. Mind you, this is all Canadian, so. But yeah, they're a bit on the pricey side, so I don't buy a lot of them. Usually, if there's a good quality Blu-ray already out that's been released by the studio, don't be afraid to buy that. You know, it's just gonna be, it's not gonna have whatever the boutique company is putting out with it, but it's still gonna be a good product. I mean, my copy of The Thing from Universal, it's really good. It's got great picture, great sound. You know, it's a good quality Blu-ray. Now, with that being said, I am really hoping, why didn't you just back out, man? That was, sorry, this guy, he like did like a 4-point turn to get around because I pulled up beside him and there's somebody in front of him. It just, so he like pulled forward and backed up and pulled forward. It's like, you would have just backed out straight, you'd be fine. Anyways, now I hear Criterion is going to be putting out the original Night of the Living Dead on Blu-ray. I don't know if that's true or not because they haven't actually confirmed it. It's just a rumor. Based on the fact that there's a company called Janus Films. I think I said it right, Janus. Anyways, they distribute a lot of movies theatrically that ends up getting picked up by Criterion. They seem to have some sort of agreement together, so fingers crossed. I know there's a Mill Creek copy of Night of the Living Dead coming out. If it's not already out, it might have come out yesterday, or not yesterday, on Tuesday. I don't know. From what I understand, Mill Creek is not a high-end quality product. If it's cheap enough, I might pick it up, but it has to be cheap, like cheap. I have to wait and see, check the reviews. Blu-ray.com is a great website if you're not familiar with it. Gives you pretty much every Blu-ray that's out there and some DVDs. The DVDs, they don't go into depth, but Blu-rays, they usually have, like, you know, reviews, release information. They'll let you know, picture quality, video quality. It's a great place to go to compare. Like, say you're like, oh, well, I want to get this from Scream Factory, but I see that the studio released a copy. Let's see what they say. You know, that's a good place to go and compare. It lets you keep track of your inventory. You can keep tabs of what you've watched, what you haven't watched. I've got a backlog of stuff I haven't watched, but when you buy them, like myself, I mean, just yesterday I got the Amityville Horror, the one with Ryan Reynolds, The Descent, which is really good, and Silent Hill Revelations. They're all like $3.99. I saw them they were in like a bin at a grocery store while I was like picking up cereal. So I know I haven't watched those yet. I mean, I've seen them, but I haven't watched them since I bought them yesterday. So it's a great website to keep track of things and whatnot. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say about this at the moment. Once again, Scream Factory great, Shout Factory great, Shout Select great, Criterion great, pricey but great. They're all pricey really, but once again, if the studio has a good quality version out, don't be afraid of that. Check the reviews, do your research before you buy. So, and quality over quantity. Quantity's great, but you'll get there eventually. Go with quality. Alright, well, see you later.